Namo Buddhaya. For the true happiness of all beings, I will swiftly become Buddha in this real life. Therefore, I will joyfully teach Dharma. Hi, everybody. So, I'm really happy to see you all back, and I'm very excited to be continuing where we left off last time. So, today we will continue our accumulation of the 12 wisdoms. Here, I wrote you last time. I made this little paper. Yeah, I'm ready. Let me see. So I showed you the last time we did the first 6, right, which fall under the first and the second main category, and then 3 under each. You see, so we did those 6, and today we will do the last 6, which fall into the third and the fourth category, and which each have 3 points. So we will continue with these. So the first 2 main points, so the first 6 accumulations, had to do with ourselves. We focused on ourselves. And first we focused on the things that we did good, and second we focused on the things that we didn't do good. So we both learned how to deal with these kinds of situations, like how do we deal with when we're doing something very extraordinary or something very good, how to use that energy and that confidence, how to build that confidence. That is what the first accumulation is about. And the second accumulation is about us looking at our faults, our mistakes, and learning from our mistakes. What can we use those mistakes for? How can we deal with these mistakes? How can we take them and do something useful with them in the future? So we looked at both of the sides, like the good things that we do and the bad things that we do, which is very good. Because we need to learn how to deal with these. We need to learn how to accumulate the energy, especially of our good things, of that knowledge. And so today we will be talking about others. That will be our main focus today. And the first, we will talk about others in regards to ourselves. So the first one is the accumulation of glory, or gloriousness, as Rinpoche calls it. It is love. It is love meditation. And this one is what is said, the accumulation that will liberate us. That is the de-accumulation that will liberate us, that will make us free, that will free us from samsara. So it's extremely important, and it's incredibly beautiful. So we always start with self-confidence. We always start with looking at what we do good. Then we look at what we don't do good. This one, we look at what others do good. We look at others' good deeds, others' good thinking, others' good actions. That is what we do. And we learn how to deal with these. We learn how to deal with the good things others do. If we learn to do this, it's quite incredible actually. If we learn how to use love in our daily life, we will start to glow from the inside out. We will start to look more radiant. We will start to be more attractive to those around us, because we are actually becoming love. Because we practice love. It is so beautiful. It is the opposite of jealousy, because jealousy also sees the good qualities of others, but reacts with, I don't like it. Why do they have that? I want that. So that is exactly the opposite of love. Love is, I see the good qualities of others and I'm so happy that they do that. I'm so happy about the love they practice. It's exactly the opposite of jealousy. If you practice this, if you practice love, you will not only be more beautiful, more actually physically beautiful, but you will actually feel something. You will feel that you have something. You will accumulate wealthy energy. You will feel that you have everything in abundance. Because you feel that you are in the world of those who are doing good things. It's incredibly beautiful and satisfying energy. This energy of glory is so beautiful and powerful. It is gloriousness. It is glory. Like, that's what you become. You become this glorious, beautiful energy that will radiate out and will make your own universe more beautiful. Like, everything you will perceive will be more beautiful because you will feel that you have something. You will feel that you have everything in abundance. And you will appear in others' universes more beautifully. It's a total win-win situation. There's like no lack of anything here. The mantra of this accumulation is thank you. The mantra of this accumulation is thank you. Because when you say thank you, you tell others, I see that you do something really good, and I appreciate that, and I rejoice in that. And I make sure to emphasize that, to show you how much I like that. Thank you is very powerful, actually. If you thank somebody for something good they do or did, is very, very good. Because it's good for the people, it's good for them, because they feel encouraged to do even more good things, because somebody's acknowledging it. Like, have you ever done something really good and nobody like says anything? Like, you did something really good for a lot of people and nobody like thanks you or does anything? It's not awesome. It doesn't feel very good. It feels like you're not appreciated or something. If you are thanked, if somebody thanks you, it's totally different. It's like, wow, yeah, thank you for acknowledging that I did something good. I rejoice. And the same goes the other way around. In order to, honestly, like, if you want to thank somebody, if you want to be thanked by somebody, it's a good start to thank others more. Really. If you want something from somebody, then give it. Give that what you want. Again, it goes the exact opposite too. It goes the other way around. If you are angry to somebody, it's very likely that you will get that back. Always. It comes back and forth. So if you want gratitude, then be grateful. That's glory. That's gloriousness. That's the energy of gloriousness. So how to practice this gloriousness? You start with the wisdom of knowing that others did good things. It's a quality of awareness, and it's the quality of seeing others' good intentions and actions. So again, the first one of the three, the first one? Yeah, the first one of the three is, let's do it like this, huh? Yeah. The first one of the three is the wisdom of knowing that in the past others did good things. And with all the other ones, write that down. Write it down. Write down, okay, this person did that and that at that time. With all the other, with the other first two we did. Again, with this one, you want to write it down as detailed as possible. You want to write down as much as you know about this. You want to write down the date. It shouldn't be vague. It should be something very pointed. So you can actually look at that and say, oh yeah, that happened. That person did something really, really good. Hold on, I want to... Like an example for me at least would be Tara, Noble Aya Tara, who decided to be reborn in a female body for all her coming lives. When she was still a human being, she decided that. She said, I will be a woman, and I will always be a woman, and I will become Buddha in a female body. She decided that, and that was amazing. At the time she did that, that was unheard of, absolutely. So it's something I really rejoice in. It's something so strong and beautiful, and I really, from the bottom of my heart, I'm so grateful that she did that. That would be one example, you know. It's very good if you have like personal examples. If somebody did something very good to you, like for example my mom, who lets me live in this house. I'm so grateful that I have that opportunity to be here, that I don't have to worry about paying rent, that I don't have to worry about, having a roof over my head. I'm so grateful for that. I should thank her more often, I think. Yeah, that would be very good, I think. But that, you know, those things that others did very good in the past, the wisdom of knowing that others did very good things in the past. But the decision that she decided to let me live in this house. Well, you know that my mother always took very good care of me in all situations, really. That is, you know, no matter how beat up I basically was, not literally, but figuratively, she always took care of me. She always made sure that I was fine. And I'm so grateful for that. So that's the first one. The wisdom of knowing that in the past others did good things. It's like I can see the good intention. I can see the good action there. That's the wisdom, you know. If you're able to see something good as good, that is definitely wisdom. So the second one is the wisdom of knowing that right now I can see good as good, and I rejoice in others' good deeds. Second, right now. So the last one was in the past, this one now. So this one was in the past, this one is right now. I can see good as good, and I rejoice in others' good deeds. It's very good that we are actually able to see good as good. It's very good that we're able to perceive good things, you know, that we are not confused with what is good, that we don't have to guess what is good and what is not. That we can actually say, yeah, that was good. That was a good thing to do. So use historical figures. Use personal, like something that you are just really grateful for in others. You know? And the third one, in the future, the wisdom of knowing that in the future I can support others to do even more good things. The wisdom of knowing that in the future I can support others to do even more good things. I will say it one more time. The wisdom of knowing that in the future I can support others to do even more good things. Huh? I can totally support others to do good things in the future, and I'm so happy and so grateful that I can do that. And the extra one, the one that we always kind of add in the end, is Buddha, please bless me to help others to do more good things. Or no. Buddha, please bless others to do more good things. That's it. Buddha, please bless others to do more good things. That is love. That is love meditation in its purest form. I sincerely rejoice in others' good deeds, and I will never forget them. You know, the human realm is also called the ungrateful realm, because we forget. we might be grateful for some time. If somebody does something good to us, we might be grateful for a while, and then we forget, and then we're not grateful anymore. So, we created some good karma there, not a lot. But if we can hold that gratitude, if we can hold that acknowledgement, wow, that person did something really, really good for me, and I am so grateful. If we can hold that, we accumulate that energy over and over and over and over again, no matter how long it has been ago, because we are holding that gratitude right now. Isn't it amazing? Is incredible. And that is why this will liberate us. That is why this special technique can liberate us. Because we are meditating. Essentially, we are meditating. I'm so grateful that others did this for me. Or I'm just grateful that others did this for the whole of humanity. I'm so grateful that Buddha came to this earth. God, my voice is getting all high and excited here. I'm so grateful that Buddha came here and taught Dharma. Oh, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful that I got to grow up in this beautiful family. I'm so grateful to my parents to have provided for my sister and me the most beautiful childhood we could ever think of, we could ever imagine. I'm so grateful for that. And that gratitude we should really hold, especially towards our parents, especially towards our loved ones. Because especially as we grow up, we kind of have a tendency to forget that. We have a tendency to disregard the kind of good for the bad, if you want, We keep all the bad and don't keep the good. No. Of course, my parents are human. They mess up, definitely. Or in a relationship, people mess up. They do bad things. But how dare actually, really how dare it is if people mess up and we forget and disregard everything good they did in the past. Now that is really actually not good, but we do it. It's one of our human qualities that we should definitely, totally eradicate. It's not a good quality, and it's not inherent to our nature. It is not. That's why we don't have to continue that quality, to continue to nourish that quality, and instead nourish the quality of gratitude. Nourish the quality, okay, I know maybe right now you're not awesome, you're not doing so well, but that doesn't matter because in the past you did so many good things for me, and I should not forget that, and I will not forget that. I'm so grateful that you did this for me. I am deeply grateful that others are doing good deeds. That is thank you. I'm so grateful that you do this. Thank you. Thank you for what you do for the world. Thank you, Rinpoche, for teaching everybody. Thank you for learning English. I'm sorry. That is just something so deeply compassionate, really. It was so hard for me to learn English. And I was a kid, I wasn't 30. Imagine I was going to start learning English in 10 years. How difficult it would be then. It is so difficult for me to learn Tibetan. And I honestly, at this point, kind of gave up, But Rinpoche never gave up. He continues constantly, up until this day, to learn and study English. What a quality, what great compassion. Because he knows that if he knows English, he can help and benefit more people. Thank you. Thank you, Rinpoche, for learning English, really. Thank you for bringing all these teachings to us. Because if they stayed in Tibetan, we couldn't do anything with them. I wouldn't be able to teach you this. I would have never heard of this. If it wasn't for Rinpoche, really, for his great compassion. And that gratitude, that thank you, we need to keep. Because that way we will keep Rinpoche in this world. And we will make sure that we will have a connection with him. We will make sure that we have the connection to this lineage and to Buddha's teachings. thank you is so powerful. And if we can keep that energy of thank you for literally everybody who does something good for us, then we will start to shine, we will start to glow, we will become so beautiful and relatable. People will like you naturally. They won't know exactly why, but they will just like you because you have that energy seeping out of every pore of your skin. Try it, it's gonna be amazing. And then I promise to support them to do even more good things in the future. I promise that I will continue to help others to do more good things in the future. Please Buddha bless them to do more good things. So this is the third of the seventh. Well, the third of the 4 accumulations. The third of the 4. Yeah. So we just did this one. And now going on to the last of the 12 accumulations. The accumulation of enlightenment. That's an important one. Okay, I'll try to not go over time. But it's... Oh, I'm sorry. This is... My constant sniffing is a little irritating. This. I started crying earlier. Talking about gratitude. Okay. So, we learned how to deal with our good things, we learned how to deal with others' good qualities and good intentions, and we learned how to deal with our bad things, with our mistakes. So what will come now would reasonably be how to deal with others' mistakes. How can we as humans, as practitioners, but even just as humans, deal with others' bad qualities, with others' mistakes, with others' not so good stuff. How do we deal with that? Reasonably, most people would probably get upset and angry if they see something bad. If you see somebody doing something bad, and I hope I don't get in trouble for this, but I'm looking at you, Donald Trump. No, God, no, just cut. It's the accumulation of enlightenment. And this is compassion meditation. It's compassion meditation. In order to see result Buddha, we have to wake up. And if we don't practice compassion, we simply can't. Because every single thing that anybody does wrong will just aggravate us and will make us angry. Compassion in its essence means I see others' bad qualities, but I choose that instead of anger, I am coming from a viewpoint of, look, I know that you think what you're doing is right, but it is absolutely not. But you are not that decision. You are not that bad thing or that bad thinking that you are doing. You are just very delusional. So, you think that what you do is totally okay, and I understand. But I don't encourage it, and I will never support it. But I react with compassion instead of anger. And don't get me wrong, compassion doesn't mean, yeah, I get it, I understand, I'm sorry. That's not really compassion. We don't want to encourage negative behavior. That is not compassion. Compassion is not, yeah, I'm sorry, you're totally right, I understand that you're going through this, and I understand that you're feeling like this, and I think you should totally continue like this because, yeah, no. No, really not. Compassion means, okay, I understand that you are feeling like this. I understand that you think that doing this will bring you closer to happiness, but it will not. You can be very clear to people. No, it won't. You are literally creating your own suffering, and you're participating in the suffering of every single other person. Quit that. Stop. That is compassion. Actually acting, like doing something through that wisdom. Okay, I know that you think that is making you happy. I know that it won't. It's proven that it won't. Like countless times it's proven that it won't make you happy. So let's just not do that. How about no? You see the Buddha nature in others. You see that they actually are not that bad thinking. You understand that in reality, they are not that bad decision. They are actually Buddha. In reality, they are Buddha. Their nature is Buddha. Their best might be the cause for their suffering. Their best might be completely wrong, but it is their best. The only way to have love for others is to work on yourself. Like little. If we don't work on ourselves, if we don't reduce our own bad qualities in a kind and compassionate way, and still firm, treat yourself like you would treat a kid. When you have negative thinking, treat yourself like you're a nasty kid. Treat yourself like that. If a kid does something wrong, you don't hit them, you don't do bad things to them because they're doing something wrong. You just teach them. You say, look, it's not okay to act like this, it's not right to do this, so just, okay, don't do it anymore. Yeah? Then the kid will probably understand, or it doesn't. It will maybe make the mistake again, and then you will find another way. You will give them time out, or you will tell them, okay, look, if you continue to behave like this, I will have to, do something. Not punish you, not treat you unfairly, but teach you a lesson, give them time out. You don't want to hurt them because they're your kids and you love them. But you also want to make them beautiful people. You want to make them into great humans that have a good impact on this world. And you should treat yourself literally exactly the same way. And if we start to treat ourselves that way, if we start to really teach ourselves and learn, be kind to ourselves and still learn lessons, learn from our mistakes, not keeping to make the same mistakes again, we will learn how to treat others if they do mistakes. We will learn to not punish others when they do mistakes, but actually be compassionate to them. That's actually really interesting. It's so true. You have compassion for yourself, which is renunciation, and you have compassion for others, which is compassion. It's the same quality, but directed in two different ways. When that quality is directed towards yourself, we call it renunciation. When that quality is directed to others, we call it compassion. Right now we are talking about that quality, that renunciation or compassion quality, but just towards others. So compassion. How to react to others' bad qualities, bad thinking, bad intentions, even bad personality. Definitely. If we repeat something long enough, then we will make it a habit. it will almost seem like it is part of our identity. And it will look like it's part of their identity. It will look like it's part of their nature. So we need to have that wisdom. No, it is not part of their nature. It might look like that because it's something that they accumulated for so long. At least for this life, but probably for more than one lifetime. Like that thought. If I get money, I get rich, I get happy. No matter how many people are hurt by that. And they really believe that. And I can't argue with that. That's what they believe. But it won't make them happy. And that quality is not inherently themselves. Because who they actually really are is Buddha, not greed. They just think that their greed will make them happy. That's a misunderstanding. Did you hear that? That was weird. Where did that come from? Okay, I gotta continue this here. And it's important, because only then you can actually act with compassion to those people. Because okay, they believe it. They think it's true. It's not. So I need to somehow skillfully learn how to show them that it is not actually who they are. But in reality they are Buddha, and that this, whatever they're doing, Eric calls it pathological behavior, will make them suffer. That doesn't mean I need to shout in their face. That doesn't mean I need to hit them. That's probably even the total opposite of what I should do. It means I need to figure out a way to talk to them. And I can talk best to them if I first learned how to talk to myself. Really. That's why we need to start with renunciation. We need to learn how to talk to ourselves, and then we will more know how to talk to others. We will be more skillful with how to talk to others. We will have more ways, more varieties of colors that we can choose from how to talk to somebody. Maybe somebody needs a little bit more raffle talking. No, don't. Maybe somebody needs something really sweet. Hey, did you look at that? Maybe you can choose this different way, and maybe that would make you more happy. Or, from the whole spectrum of colors and possibilities, we will be able to choose. Let's start with yourself. If you cannot figure out the way how to talk to them, if you see one of your loved ones doing something bad to you or somebody else, and if you don't know, or if it's somebody far away that you can't really talk to, then pray. Praying is an incredible tool of compassion, really, because Buddha is already with those people. Maybe you're not physically there, but Buddha is literally physically there because Buddha is in their heart. So it's much easier if you pray to Buddha and say, Buddha, please bless these people. Because Buddha is blessing them anyway. But if you are a condition, if you are literally jumping in to Buddha's activities, you are becoming an incredible and strong condition for their happiness. For their stopping whatever they're doing and changing. Because all of a sudden what you stop doing is being a negative condition. You stop to be a negative condition for that person, and you start to be a positive one. Okay, I have to take this example, but imagine if you are the president of any country, and there is literally hate coming at you from every single corner in the world. What do you think? What's gonna happen? Imagine there's so much hate just shooting at you. It's not going to be easy. And the only way you will think that first of all, the view that others have of you will be hateful, because there's literally just so much hate seeping out. But then you will think that you need to, it's just so painful. There's so much pain. Like, just hate coming at you. So how to react with more hate? Showing them, I don't care. You do whatever you want. Fuck you shit. You will start to react this way because there's so much coming at you. So imagine if just one person stops doing that. Imagine more people stop just shooting hate at somebody, especially one individual person, and just having love, no matter what is coming back from that person. They won't be able to keep that hate up for much longer, really. And maybe I can't talk to the president in person, but I know that Buddha is in their heart. I know that Buddha is right there. So I can pray, Buddha, please help that person to be totally free from their suffering. May they totally 100% realize true happiness. Imagine two people pray like that. Instead of choosing to fire hate, firing compassion, I want you to be free from suffering, and I want you to stop doing stupid things and making bad decisions. Please, Buddha, bless that person. They're so powerful. Please, Buddha, bless those people. It's gonna do incredible things. That's why we need to accumulate this compassion energy, especially towards those who do us personally wrong and those who do the world wrong. Like, literally world leaders that are doing very bad things. We need to stop the hate. We need to really start to fire compassion instead of hate and not understanding. Because that's not going to help. Compassion is the only thing that will help. So, the first one of the three wisdom relating to the accumulation of enlightenment or relating to compassion is first, the wisdom of knowing that in the past others did bad things. The wisdom of knowing that in the past others did bad things. What they did was bad. What they did was having negative thinking, and it hurt you, and it hurt other people, and it especially hurt themselves. But they weren't trying to specifically hurt you. They were trying to alleviate their own suffering. They thought whatever they did would make them suffer less. They were trying not to suffer. They were just really, what Rinpoche said, off-based. And they misplaced hope and fear. They thought if they maybe hurt you, they would be more happy. They thought that maybe if they hurt the world, they would be more happy. It's just misplaced hope and fear. It can be awful, but we just need to understand that. It is nothing but misplaced hope and fear. So again, the wisdom of knowing that in the past others did bad things. That's the first one. The second one is the wisdom of knowing that right now I can see bad is bad, and I know that holding a grudge is bad. The wisdom of knowing that right now I can see bad is bad, and I know that holding a grudge is bad. Grudge is nothing but harboring hate, really. I mean, it's like a grudge. People think that grudge holding is not that big of a deal, really. It's like just a little bit grudgy, but it's a big deal. It's actually, in essence, it's hate that is directed towards somebody. Holding a grudge is really not helpful. It's not good for you, it's not good for the person. And I know that if I hold a grudge towards that person, like literally the main person I hurt is myself. And I know that it is bad if I also hurt them. Holding a grudge is taking refuge in anger. Every time you hold a grudge, you are taking refuge in negative thinking. You're definitely a condition for their suffering, for the other person's suffering, but you are definitely 100% the cause for your own suffering. The last one is the wisdom of knowing that in the future I will not harbor ill will toward those who've done bad. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. Is an ancient Hawaiian practice of reconciliation and forgiveness. Okay, I need to come to a conclusion here. I just want a last point that I think is incredibly important. Buddhist forgiveness does not mean that I will forget. I trust you, and I don't get stupider. I know that you may make another mistake, but I know so as long as I hold a grudge, I imprison myself. I will hold my grudge until you change. Let me know when you change. That's not very smart. Forgiveness means that I let go of my negative thinking. It doesn't mean that I forget what you did bad, but it means I do not hold it against you. It means, okay, I forgive you. I saw that you did that, and I will help you not to do it again. That's all it means. I would prefer to be happy rather than to harbor anger against you. And the mantra of enlightenment is, may you be free from suffering. Okay, with that I will conclude for tonight, and I really hope you enjoyed this teaching. It was very joyful for me to teach on this, actually, and I hope that I can do it many times again, because it's just so amazing. I'm so grateful for all of these teachings. Okay, everybody, I'll see you next Sunday, hopefully, and let's dedicate Namo Buddhaya. For the true happiness of all beings, I will swiftly become Buddha in this world life. Therefore, just as all Buddhas and Bodhisattvas dedicate, I joyfully dedicate all merit for every being to attain unsurpassable enlightenment. May all my dedications be pure like the wisdom of Manjushri. May all my dedications be fulfilled like the aspirations of Samantabhadra. Jaya Jaya Jaya. In all universes there is only one truth, it is Dharma. Buddha Shakyamuni is perfect. In all universes there is only one truth, it is Dharma. Buddha Shakyamuni is perfect. In all universes there is only one truth, it is Dharma. Buddha Shakyamuni is perfect. One original ground, Buddha nature. One pure intention, Bodhicitta. One supreme path, Dzogchen. One absolute result, Buddha. Within Dzogchen all of Buddha's teachings are here and assembled, hereby revealed and taught to the Zen. Emma Ho. Okay, good night everybody. Love you, bye.